Hey guys, Alexander the Gamer, and today is Wednesday. And you guys know as well as I do that almost every Wednesday, try to be punctual, but sometimes family comes first, right? I shouldn't say sometimes, but yeah, family comes first. So, what's going on about? So today we're doing something a little different. Normally I am watching something, like you're watching me play something that is grabbed my attention, so to say. I'm not really focused on the people that I'm talking to, if you know what I mean. It's almost like I'm pretending you're not there. Wouldn't that be mean? No, but just get a little sidetracked and I'm not on topic and I'm just talking about stuff on and off. It's not really constant, distracted and whatnot. So today I decided to delve into the depths of the video editing world. That's a lie, I'm using the YouTube video editor. Noob, don't harsh too much because no idea how to do it. I believe I've found a way. Yeah, that's right. A way to possibly make it work. So yeah, right now I'm watching something. I'm playing Dawn of Discovery or Anno 1404. For those of you who don't know what Dawn of Discovery is. And, you won't see that though. What you guys will see is, I think I'm gonna do some Shogun 2. I'm not vanilla, no, all mods, all the time. Right? Well, we're going to be launching this Shogun 2. We're going to be running, what's it called? Strategy Master or something. I can't think of what it's called right now, and I don't feel like alt-tabbing out of this and messing everything up just to find out. Whatever. It's pretty much like a complete reset of all the mechanics in the game. That'll be fun. You'll be confused, but not as confused as I was the first time I opened it, because when I opened it, I accidentally opened the submod for it to be reverted back to German. Yeah, that was, surprised me a little bit when, I get into the game and it's like, Yari Samurai, very effective Gashtokengat, or whatever Germans say. I'm sorry, German people that might watch this. I highly apologize right now for that. Intention is not to insult you. I just don't really know any German words besides like 9. So like no, fast, or go, tank. I know a lot of words involving the army. I got that covered. But normal German words, not so much. So, yeah. I was a little confused by that, so yeah, I haven't played very much. I'm going to be figuring it out. You're going to have no clue what I'm doing because I won't be talking to you. There might be a series on this later. Let's actually move beyond this uber long introduction onto what's going on. But yeah, this thing has been eating away at me for a while, so I've probably known about it for 2 weeks now. And it's probably been out there in circulation for a while longer than that. It's probably been knowledge for a month, maybe a little longer. A little bit of backstory. You all know that every Wednesday I'm talking about Total Warhammer, Fallout 4, and my wanting to get into fantasy and some things about fantasy. Well, even though Games Workshop has just sold the rights to Creative Assembly to make a Total War fantasy game. And it's coming out, and it's going to be out in the next year, maybe next year, 2016, 2017. Games Workshop has decided to discontinue the production of Warhammer fantasy models. Yeah, this is a real annoying one because I've just been starting to get interest and wanting to get into this whole Warhammer Fantasy miniatures thing. Once I'm finally going to get a job and stuff and get into that, and that'd be fun. They canceled the entire thing. Gone. Done. Completely. So that kind of sucks. And, normally I could understand, like, okay, yes, it's not selling that well, blah, blah, blah. But really, in a year or two, you're probably going to have your biggest increase in sales in decades. Because one of the biggest, well, I shouldn't say that, a large game company that makes games to a wide variety of people will be accomplishing a few things. One, Total War fans will play this, they'll hear about Fantasy Tabletop, they'll want to play Fantasy Tabletop, and then they'll go out and buy models, right? And they'll be excited about this, because the game is supposed to be very in-depth with these different factions. So they'll get in, they'll be like, oh my gosh, the vampire counts are so cool, I just want to play them right now. Alright? And then they'll go out. Well, this is like a gross overestimation of what will happen, but whatever. And then they'll go and then they will buy models. And they will play the game. Right? That's the whole point, right? And then it'll also be bringing fantasy people to the computer Total War game. That's what's going to be happening, but they don't seem to want that because fantasy's done. And if I look beyond that, I could say, okay, fine, whatever. They've been eating the losses, or however poor the profit has been, or whatever the problem is for so long. Okay, whatever, they're stopping. I then get to the point where I have to inform you good people that they have replaced Warhammer Fantasy Tabletop with a new game. It has been dubbed on the internet the Age of Sigmarines, or the Age of Sigmar for Games Workshop. This game is based in a whole new lore, whole new everything. And if you that know anything about Warhammer Fantasy lore, when I tell you this, you'll be amazed. The High Elves decide to go out on... This one High Elf guy decides to go on an expedition. I'm not going to go into too much detail. He goes out there on an expedition with, like, his 30 best buds. And he captures Slaanesh. I guess Slaanesh was just sitting around really wanting to get captured. Because that's all that happened. He just got captured by some High Elves, and now there's no Chaos God Slaanesh ever. It's just done. Slash no more. I just said slash no more. No, Slaanesh is no more. Which is just weird for me. And I'll tell you why this is possible. Because the world has ended. Everyone is dead, so you think, but Sigmar, the original guy, the Emperor, blah blah blah, Sigmar. He finds a mystic space rock, which apparently the celestial gods who made everything the first time trade him the powers of a god for, where he then goes and recreates the world, including the Chaos Realms. And then he goes into fragmented realms where apparently the Chaos Gods still are, except for Slaanesh because he got captured, and put Chaos back in. Okay. What are you thinking, Sigmar? Really? Okay. That's a bad plan. So now, in the game, it's, you go from having the total amount of models on the board, you could have fit into a single unit in Fantasy. So, like, you play Skaven, you've got like 50, 60 clan rats or Skaven slaves in a unit. There's probably maybe a little bit more models than that on the entire board now. And, yeah, so, okay, I'll explain. So, pretty much, the good guys, the Empire, I guess, Sigmar's guys, look like Space Marines. They're all wearing, like, power armor, Space Marine power armor. And they're fighting Chaos. Not Chaos demons, just a bunch of Chaos warriors. There is very few demon models. It's just Chaos warriors and acolytes and stuff like that. And now the individual models, right? They're no longer units, they're individual models. And each individual model has to be within 3 inches of another model to actually attack it. If this makes sense to you. Right? So, if you have what? If you have, say you have, whatever they're, like the basic foot troop for the Empire. You have one of them, and you're fighting an Acolyte. The Acolyte has a baseline amount of stats. It doesn't matter, the stats don't matter to the Empire guy, the other player just rolls dice, and, this guy say, he automatically hits every time on a 3. Okay, so you roll 3 3s out of your 4 attacks. 3 or higher, right? And it's like, wound on 3 or higher, regardless of the enemy's armor. Right? And then there is, like, reaving, or cleaving, or whatever, and it, like, does extra damage. Like, it's hard to explain. So, pretty much the stats tell you what you're going to hit on, and what you're going to wound on automatically. The only difference is, armor. Armor is the only thing that can save you. Why is that? Because armor's value is there, and this guy's hitting you, and his strength is, say, 4, or whatever. Or, no, that's a bad example. No, I'm pretty sure I worked. Yeah. Okay. The armor. Blocks damage. So if you have 6 armor, and the other guy has 4 strength, the armor blocks 2 wounds. But if you have reaved, like if you have like a poleaxe or something, and has like armor piercing 1 or whatever the thing's called, it reduces their armor by 1, right? So you're automatically hitting and you're automatically wounding, but he's just blocking the wounds, right? This sounds like a lot of fun, isn't it? I know it sounded like a lot of fun to me. That's besides the point. So yeah, it's very simplified, a lot less models, a lot less of everything, really. Less painting, less everything, pretty much. I can't really think of too many compliments to give this. Like, they went from, like, granted, yes, fantasy could be a little confusing, a little hard to get into, such and so forth, but it was just more interactive. You felt like you were getting a better benefit from equipping your guy this extra awesome weapon that gives him +1 to hit, or like +1 to miss, like giving him these better stats instead of now those stats don't really do anything if you buff your guy up and you make him really epically strong. Doesn't really matter because it doesn't do anything. Like before, before you could get a better armor save for your guy, right? And before that used to be really important. Like somebody shoots you with a great cannon, and then you're like, oh, thank God I bought that 4+ ward save, and then you roll it, and then it saves your guy, but now you can't do that. Say you bought some tougher armor, so like it's they need 1 more to hit you or something or whatever. Well, now getting that bonus armor just means you take 1 less guaranteed wound. Maybe they through it anyways, whatever. And like there's less interaction between people. It's just like, okay, I'm attacking you. What do you have for armor? And it'll be like, oh, each guy has 1 armor. And then you'll roll your dice, and you'll be like, okay, I hit you 7 times. I wound you 5 times. Okay, I'll take 3 wounds off this guy, and then 2 wounds off this guy. That's 1 model off. And it's like, and it's not like everyone in this that's listening to this video right now is like, 3 wounds? What? Is the Empire fighting ogres? Yeah, now these are multi-wound figures. Yeah. So you have a Chaos Acolyte guy who has as many wounds as an ogre. It's just a little weird, is all I thought. Little old me thought it was a little weird. What can you do, though? Yeah, I'm just a little cheesed by all of this. Like, I've just been getting so ready to get into Warhammer Fantasy, and even though there's a game coming out, it's gonna be big. They just cut it. But, I mean, I guess that's fine. Whatever. Whatever. It's really just annoying. It's not terrible or a bad thing or anything, or curse you, Games Workshop, any more than we already curse you. But I mean, just annoying. Just very annoying. Like, I make it hard to understand how stupid the thing actually sounds, but it's very, very stupid. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. So, yeah. So I'm just sounding real gloomy and, oh my god, the world's over. The thing I wanted to get into, you can't get into anymore because it's gone. Yeah. Suck it up. Doesn't really matter. All will be better eventually. It's just like the fact that they switched out for something so simple. Like on the box, it's like max. It's like suggested age to play, and it's like 14 or something. So like the box is telling you that like it's meant for younger people, and it's meant to be easier to get into because Warhammer Fantasy, let's be honest here, was pretty hard to get into. You needed lots of models and lots of things. Now you get a starter kit. You're playing full point games. But that's another thing. There is no points anymore. You have scrolls, and you're allowed to bring X, and you agree on how many battle scrolls you're gonna bring. Right? So if so I'm playing Bob here, and I have my, because that's the thing, you can still play with your old fantasy models, but it's not fantasy. But let's say you and I'm playing Bobby here, and I have my what? I'm playing Lizardman, and he's playing, I don't know, Bretonians. Or no, he'll play Vampire Counts. And we agree 10 War Scrolls. And then I show up and I just have this box, and I put the box down, and then I pull out 10 Ancient Stegodons, and it's like, and then he's just like, what? Come on, man. And he pulls out like an actual thing. He pulls out like a unit of Blood Knights, and like 2 units of zombies, a unit of Graveguard, a unit of skeletons, a unit of skeletons, necromancy, such on and so forth. And I had just put on 9 Stegodons and my general. Let's say I bring on 9 Stegodons, and then I place I don't know, a Temple Guard unit with a skink priest in it. Right? That seems real fair. Well, that probably doesn't make much sense to most people, but for anyone that knows what I'm talking about, know that I just named a horrible thing. 1 Ancient Stegodon eats zombies for breakfast, because like people have been trying to balance the new system for points, and I was watching this mini wargaming video where they decided that they would take like the number of attacks and add add all the different attacks, multiply it by the bravery, and like give each model a fixed value to make it more fair, right? Because now you don't charge first, you move first, then you charge. So now you can have your, I don't know, you're playing High Elves, you move your Illyrian Reavers, like you march them, and what's their basic move? It's like 12 or something? So they march, they're like marching 20 inches or something, or whatever, something insane. And then just go up like halfway across the board or something. And then they declare a charge, and then they can swift stride the charge, and then they can get like a 12-inch charge or something. Well, actually, a 12-inch charge wouldn't be that absurd, actually. You get a lot higher than a 12-inch charge, but you get what I mean. It's kind of silly. So yeah, things aren't exactly balanced. You know how it is. So I'm just cheesed about that. I'm going to stop going on and on and on about that, and I'm going to move on. For once in your life, man, move on. Good God, man. But yeah, I'm just like representing how absurd things can be. You know, you gotta represent. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm trying not to just continue rant and ramble on. It just kind of ticks me off. Tis all. Tis all. Tis all. Okay, so what should I talk about now? Important things that are going on now with this last little bit of the first half. In a few days, 3-4 days, I'm going to be going out camping again. I'm going to be gone for 11 days. I'll be missing 2 Wednesdays. So yeah, that is that. I'm trying to think of other constructive things I can add in there. I don't know if I can. Okay, I'm just dropping things now all over the place. Let's think here. Other things to talk about, not that I can really think of, actually. Yeah, there's not exactly very much for me to talk about that I haven't already covered. Yeah, I'm being very talkative, and this is a great rant. You know, this is awesome. But don't worry, it will get better when I finally come up with something to say. Yeah, that will be great when I actually come up with something to say. Such great conversation. Has anyone here ever watched Kelly's Heroes? Because if you haven't, then you'll really be confused sometimes, because sometimes I'll just break out into the songs from the movie. You know? I enjoy that movie quite a bit. Got the Blu-ray version downstairs. Hoo, that's exciting. Very exciting. A very exciting business. Okay. I'm going to stop now, because I'm actually over time. Second video will be a couple minutes shorter, I guess. I'll catch you next time. It's Alexander the Gamer, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope you watch the next episode, or part, or whatever I'm going to call it. Hey guys, so this is how it's going down. So, if you had watched the video, the Toaster Rifles video I put out on Wednesday, when this was supposed to be coming out, you'll know this, but if you haven't, I'll be informing you. So this video did not come out on Wednesday for the simple fact that when I was trying to record the visual part of it, I thought I had turned the record sound off, and I was listening to some music in the background, enjoying the music while creating some pleasant visuals of me killing people for you. Yeah, so you've probably pieced together right now, but of course it did record sound, and I got like 20 copyrights on it. So, good thing I uploaded it to my private, as a private video, then deleted it. So that's why I wasn't done yesterday. It's being put out today. Had to record a little extra video content to actually make it long enough. I thought I had recorded more content yesterday. I don't think I accidentally deleted any of it, but unfortunately, we are a little short on content, and that's where this comes into play. So this is just a little tag on into the end of it while you're watching some more pleasant killing of people. This is probably, the videos that I'm showing you now is probably better than what was going to originally come out, not due to quality itself, but because I had no idea what I was doing in the other one. Shogun 2 Master of Strategy mod. Very difficult to understand, like you have to like relearn the game, pretty much. So yeah, now I'm playing some Divide et Impera, Divide and Conquer, for Rome 2. Oh my, Rome 2 and Shogun 2, you're playing some real old games there, man. Well, as you can evidently, well actually no you can't, because it's going to be audio only, but if you are able to see my desktop, I have the original Rome as one. Then I Medieval 2, Empire Napoleon, then Shogun 2, Rome 2, and then Attila. And then Warhammer after that. So yeah. Yeah, that's why the video didn't go up yesterday, and why it's a little bit more choppy. It's because I'm pretty new to this whole thing of editing and such. So yeah, hopefully this will be forgiving, and the second half will actually be uploaded Friday, along with another episode of something that I'm going to record. I'm probably going to do some more Toaster Rifles or something of the such. I might go back into the Napoleon one, but I feel like that's just such a grind fest. It's just nobody does anything different. It's like, you know, everything does, like, okay, so when you play Shogun, you know everything's going to be the same. All the factions, armies are pretty much going to be the same, like, have the same availability of troops, but when you play a game where it's like Russia and the Ottomans, and you're thinking, no, they're not going to have the same kind of thing. Well, actually, that's a bad connection, because the Ottomans are probably the only faction that does anything differently. But yeah, it's generally the same kind of grindy thing, and I find it kind of boring just doing the same kind of grindy thing, stack after stack. Ugh. But that's besides the point. I would do a little bit in Minecraft recording on TechIt, but I already started one. I just built a nice house. I got in some machines and I don't want to restart, so that won't happen. I'm not going to do any Sid Meier's videos until I get back. Well, until I get what's it called? Brave New World DLC. We'll see. Perhaps Sunday or maybe Friday. One of those two. I might play some StarCraft. That could happen. Especially if I can get my friend online, that'd be cool. But yeah, besides that, I don't know. Probably Toaster Rifles. I'll try and come up with another series to be doing. That's about it. I hope you guys have a really good day, and I appreciate you coming out